Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. It is Saturday night, week 4 of November 1987, and the AWA is cruising into Chicago, Illinois with a very big card. Let's go ahead and set our venue. We're going to cruise over to Great Lakes here, and we're looking at Illinois, and we know that we are going to run in the UIC Pavilion. Although, let's take a look at this now. Minimum capacity, maximum capacity 9,000. Okay, we got that set. The UIC Pavilion can seat 7,000. We're looking at almost drawing 9,000. The AWA used to run the International Amphitheater. And you know what? We're going to make the change here, and we are going to run the International Amphitheater for the first time. So we're looking for a bigger crowd here in Chicago, and we're going to take the amphitheater. That was a heck of a venue, by the way. They tore it down, I think, in the early 2000s, but it was one heck of a venue for wrestling. Looked great on television. All right, let's take a look at our backstage incidents here. Uh-oh. Sheiky, what'd you do? This is what I've been worried about. Sheiky turned up high as a kite. We're going to fine him. Small positive impact. A lot of people are happy here. Was Sheik on the show? No, thank goodness Sheiky was not on the show. And we got the new terrorist here. He's got a problem. He's making some mess. Nick Bockwinkel polices him up. Good job, Stormy Granzig. Cleaning up your act. All right, we got some protege work here. Kevin Collins, a mustache. Got some work in with the Baron. Let's take a look at who's absent. Nothing but the usuals. And let's go ahead and take a look at our card here, folks. Vivian St. John is going to open things up against Candi Devine. The Top Guns are going to battle Bad Company. Sherri Martel puts the World Women's title on the line against Wendi Richter. The Terrorist, remember, this is no longer Jack Victory. It is now Stormy Granzig, is going to face Baron von Raschke. Greg Wojokowski makes his AWA debut against Wahoo McDaniel. Billy Robinson is going to battle Greg Gagne. Bobby Duncum is going to face Jerry the King Lawler. And in our main event, Buddy Rose and Doug Somers are going to challenge the Midnight Rockers for the World Tag Team title. Let's get to booking. All right, here we go. St. John versus Devine. And as usual, we will take a look and see who's getting the edge on this one and keep it balanced out. Kind of excited that we're running here in the amphitheater. This is a very hot venue for wrestling. Just want to verify that it's a 10-minute bout. It is. Let's take a look. Looks like Candi Devine got the win the last time. We're going to put Vivian St. John over on this one. Let's see if Candi Devine complains. She does not, so we are good. All right, the Top Guns and Bad Company going to face each other here in a 12-minute tag bout. As you know, we just recently brought in Paul Diamond. And of course, it doesn't help when I don't select tag team match. We just recently brought in Paul Diamond to team with Pat Tanaka, who's been with us for a few months. Pat Tanaka had a really nice little feud going with Eddie Guerrero around the circuit. They had some really good matches for two young guys. And now we decided to go ahead and bring in Tanaka's tag team partner, Paul Diamond. And they are a good young tag team. They're getting some work in Memphis alongside of us. And here they're going to lock horns with the Top Guns. And as we've said before, John Paul and Ricky Rice look like $1 million. They weren't that good in the ring. However, we are developing here. So this one's saved. We can use the auto name feature here. And let's take a look because we want these two to definitely trade wins back and forth. And the Top Guns won the last match. So we're going to go ahead and have the Bad Company win this one. I never cared much for that name. I always thought it was kind of a dumb name, but that's just my opinion. All right, we got Richter versus Martel up next. Another 12-minute bout. And there's Wendi Richter. And there is Sherri Martel. Let's take a look and see how this one has been going. Okay, Sherri Martel won the last time. So we're going to give Wendi Richter the win here by DQ. So there will not be a title change. There we go. This one is booked and ready. Our next bout here is our new terrorist versus Baron von Raschke. They're going to go 14 minutes. Hopefully, Granzig has the stamina to go this long. Sometimes we run into that problem with new wrestlers that we bring in. For those of you that didn't watch the last show and don't know what happened, Jack Victory was constantly tired. So we were constantly losing points and getting a detriment in his matches. So we decided to let Jack Victory go, and we brought in the unemployed Stormy Granzig, who was pretty much the same size, maybe in a little bit better of shape than Jack Victory. So we have a new terrorist. We decided to put him under the hood. We have a new terrorist, and Baron von Raschke is definitely going to go over here, especially because it's in Chicago. And it looks like our new terrorist has good enough stamina, so we're happy. Now here's an interesting one, folks. We just brought in Greg Wojokowski. And again, for those of you that may not have seen the last episode, Greg Wojokowski was an outstanding amateur wrestler. He won the AAU, he won a national championship for the NCAA, and he was on the 1980 Olympic team that boycotted the Olympics that year due to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Greg Wojokowski was trained by Dick the Bruiser and spent all of his career wrestling in the WWA. But we do know that he made some sporadic appearances in the AWA over the years because the two promotions had a working relationship. So as we know, the WWA got shut down, so we've now brought in Greg Wojokowski. Now here's the deal with Wojokowski. The guy could not talk well at all. He was very good in the ring, but he could not talk. So we have placed Don Carson as his manager, and let's see how this works out for the two. Now, we're going to make this a feud. So let's go ahead and add this storyline right now. And I'm sure with my luck, these two will have poor chemistry or some other BS. It's usually how it goes. But we're going to have these two give a run around the circle. They probably would have had very good matches because Wojokowski could brawl also. So we made this one interesting. We put Greg Wojokowski and Wahoo McDaniel are embroiled in a bloody feud. How you like that, huh? And here's Wahoo. Both of them are in major roles, and we're going to have Don Carson in a small role with his charge, Greg Wojokowski. So this storyline is started now, and Don Carson is aligned with Greg Wojokowski. So there we go. So this match will get the start. We're going to leave this one wide open. We're going to see how it goes. Actually, we're not. We're going to give Wojokowski the win, and hopefully Wahoo's cool with it, and it's going to be due to manager interference. So we're going to get this one started right in Chicago, especially in the auditorium. The amphitheater, where the fans would be hot and pissed off with a result like that. Robinson versus Gagne. We know that Gagne got the win last match. We are going to have Billy Robinson go over here. And of course, this is going to be another technical masterclass. These two had an excellent bout the last time. Now, this is a babyface versus babyface match, but AWA fans could appreciate really good wrestling. So there's no reason here why we couldn't have these two battling each other. Now, here we go, Duncum versus Lawler. We're going to leave this one wide open again because Jerry Lawler got the win the last time. Jerry Lawler is red hot, and so is Bobby Duncum. Well, Jerry Lawler isn't red hot because every time his loan ends, we lose him. So that never works out well for us. So we're going to go ahead and book this one out for 18 minutes. We'll see who comes across and wins. And our big main event here, we're going to go 30 minutes on this one, is going to be Rose and Somers versus the Midnight Rockers. So there's our tag team view. There is Rose and Somers, who I think the world of as a tag team. Of course, I always like to indicate with a C that the team's the champions. There's the World Tag Team title on the line, and we are going to have Buddy Rose go over by countout, just to add some spice to this fire. So this segment is now booked. We got 2 hours and 22 minutes for this show, our usual runtime. And again, we are in the International Amphitheater in Chicago, and this is awesome. It's our first time back to the amphitheater in a long time. The WWA used to also run the amphitheater, so this is fun stuff. Let's go ahead and get this show started, folks. All right, nice little ladies match here. We don't have the red text of doom that people don't know who they are, so that's a good sign. Candi Devine, you're a good woman for taking the fall. And let's move along. All right, Paul Diamond gets that win over the Top Guns. We do have the red text of doom down here, so we're still struggling with getting both these teams over, but hopefully that'll change over time. We got inconsistency problems, we got experience problems, we got the usual with new wrestlers. Wow, nice score for a ladies match here. And we got a 69 overall, very nice for these two ladies, and they both were excellent wrestlers. And folks, I think we have sold out the International Amphitheater. This is big for us. Let's see if they tell us anything here. Some nice bonuses. Very nice. Excellent. All right, the new terrorist gets a pretty decent score here with the Baron. We get a 65 overall. The terrorist, he's even got an initial rating of great. Excellent. Let's see if there's any knocks. There it is. Terrorist's got problems with stamina. We can't have that in the AWA. So we're going to make an adjustment about that. You might call it cheating. I call it realistic. If you can't do a 14-minute match in pro wrestling in 87, you shouldn't have belonged in pro wrestling. So I call BS on that one with TEW and the original mod designer, and we'll make that change. All right, big score here. Look at that score for Wojokowski. Wojokowski gets an 85 overall. He wins with the Boston Crab after interference from Don Carson. And folks, this is going to be a hot feud. That is a great match score. I am pleasantly surprised with Wojokowski. Excellent. Let's check out our bonuses. Got good stuff here. It helps us here. Looks like Wojokowski has got good chemistry with Don Carson. Yeah, there it is right there. Excellent. Excellent. Nice score. This helps us big time. There we go. Robinson and Gagne get an 83 overall. Folks, we have a really good thing going here. We got to check to see Billy Robinson's finisher here. Why would it only say pinfall? All right, next we got Duncum and Lawler. Duncum gets the win with a running big boot. And we have to remember to make this a feud. So we'll get that one added in. Why not run a storyline? It can only help us. I think that's the first loss Jerry Lawler's had with us in the AWA. Wow, here we go. Big score in the main event. We get a 90 overall here. And these two teams, they had an awesome feud in the AWA in 86 and 87. And then where we picked up the game, that feud was just completing. Then we had the feud with Midnight and Midnight. And now we're back to the feud with Rose and Somers. This is a great score, a great main event for Chicago. And this is just the type of thing we're looking for the International Amphitheater. Got some knocks for inexperience. That's fine. They're both young. It's only going to get better here. Terrific, terrific score. Let's see what we get overall here. We got an 86 overall. Big score in Chicago. We got to make some speeches here. We got to single out Greg Wojokowski. He might have one of the best debuts we've ever had here. And we're going to praise him for a great performance. And we're going to give Buddy Rose and then Marty Jannetty some praise too. Just to split the teams up here. So we're going to give both of them a great performance too. We're going to make our speech here. Wojokowski's pleased, Rose is pleased, and Jannetty is pleased. Excellent, excellent score here. And of course, that's going to lead us over here. We're traveling to Indianapolis, Indiana. And for those of you that are paying attention, yes, Indianapolis, Indiana is the old home of the WWA. And now, since the WWA folded, we are going to start running in the WWA territory of Indianapolis. Why not? Let's take a look at what our inbound mail's telling us. I got a feeling somebody's trash talking somebody. Nice. 1.5 million viewers for Championship Wrestling. Terrific. Eddie Guerrero worked for Pacific Northwest. All right. We got a good score there, folks. A real good score. Let's deal with our issues here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's take care of Stormy Granzig's stamina issues right away. Because that we can't have. Let me turn off the in-game sound. I hate that chime when it goes off. So his stamina is a 56. He's in the AWA. It's getting brought up to 75, baby. It's the AWA. They know how to wrestle. Okay, I can't do anything until I look up. Well, we can take a look at Billy Robinson and see if he does have a move set. Yeah, double arm suplex, but it's a secondary finisher. So that's the problem. So we're going to delete that, and we're going to look up double arm suplex and make it the primary finisher. Yeah, you can't just edit that, which you should be able to. So there it is. We got Billy Robinson fixed up now. And then last but not least, we got to get the storyline going between Duncum versus Lawler. Bobby Duncum and Jerry Lawler are in a nasty feud. So there's Bobby Duncum. And there is Jerry Lawler. Both are in a major role. Ah, shoot. Oh, Duncum and Lawler are already in a feud. I think this got messed up. Yeah, it got messed up because we dropped Lawler. So I'm not that stupid. See that? I already had that feud. Because we lost Lawler because of the loan period ending. So there we go, folks. We got everything cleaned up. Let's take a quick look around the game world here. Nice 6-man in the main event there. Randy Savage over enhancement talent. Very nice. A ladies' cage match with 60-some-year-old Fabulous Moolah. I don't know. I don't know about this stuff. It's awful. I'm almost thinking about not even reading these off anymore. It's almost depressing. Saturday night's main event is Volkov versus Koloff. That's an interesting one. Bundy and Beefcake. Interesting 6-man there. And still, no Hogan. Rude over Morocco for the Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Junkyard Dog and Harley Race. Didn't we just read Junkyard Dog broke his arm or something? I don't know. Not good. Not good at all. NWA ran. There's a main event right there. The Road Warriors versus Blanchard and Anderson. Definitely. I can see. See, check that out. We ran the amphitheater. They ran the UIC Pavilion last night. Both of us were in Chicago. That's kind of cool, huh? There's CWA. CWA ran, and they didn't have Lawler. All right. That's going to do it for us, folks. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share us with your friends. Facebook.com/groups/1987 Supermod. You can join us in conversation about the Supermod. And if you would like this mod, visit braddrake.net, drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you over a link through Google Drives so you can download the picture pack and the database. Thanks everybody for tuning in. So long for now.